Hello, how are you? It's 11. How's it going? This is a little bit not ironed. Today I'm going to talk about this book. 1 second. As you see, I'm wearing my favorite beaded hair cover. At first I was like, too many beads, but now it's growing on me, literally. This book, From the Wisdom of Mishle by Samson Raphael Hirsch. And I was talking to my husband about this today. Sometimes this could happen with you and a boss. This could happen with you and a spouse. This could happen with you and somebody you respect. You are asked to have a conversation. And the person may say, I need to talk to you. Sounds serious. And you're imagining all sorts of scenarios and you're thinking, how will this end? Especially if it's somebody you respect, right? Your boss. You're thinking, how will this end? How will it begin? What is it about? And it's very hard to picture a good outcome when we're wrapped up in how the other person's coming to the scene. We're very focused on the other person's intention. This is a very powerful concept. It's everywhere. This word intention haunts me, but in a good way. I fall back on it. It is a bedrock. And if you ever have like an issue with like, how am I going to deal with this? How is my relationship going to get better from whatever problems I'm experiencing with my spouse or with my mother-in-law? This applies so much to people who you're having trouble with. What is your intention in entering that conversation that you are kind of nervous about and thinking, well, I really don't want to fight, but I don't think that person wants to come in peace. So you're right away projecting those thoughts and bringing that as if it is an intention. And if you can't see clearly, and I tell this to my husband, see clearly how you want the conversation to go. How do you want it? It's very hard for him to see that from his own thoughts when he's looking at it from the other person's point of view. It makes sense. If you ever try to approach your boss, you're thinking, what will they say? How you're trying to prepare for that. That's not the way. And we'll learn from this book what is the way. When you can visualize how you want the conversation to go, you have designed your intention. You have very clearly stated what you want. It's kind of like telling your spouse, I want you to get very specific things from the grocery store. I'm going to go into detail. I want you to get 3 of those lemons and, I don't want the lime. And you're very, very specific. That's what intention is. If you just say, I just get me some vegetables, he might come with anything. There's lots of different things available. So the more specific you are about the vision you have for this coming conversation or event, the more likely it is you will be able to elicit that. I want to share with you something that is a very powerful and simple concept. And this is great for parenting. I have learned this for myself. And forgive me if my Hebrew sounds a little off. It's only multiple years of Beis Yaakov and Yeshiva University. So I have very little excuse. Okay. Kamayim hapanim lapanim, kain lev ha'adam la'adam. So simple, but so beautiful. As water reflects face to face, so the heart of man to man. A lot of times we feel that we are not connecting the message to the person we're trying to speak with. What I have found to be true, that message is being blocked by a lot of static called my ego. If my ego is in consuming this conversation, for example, I tell my husband, I want him to be more affectionate or to be more kind with his gifts. I want him to get me something romantic. If I'm coming to him from a place of, here he says, water reflects face to face. If I'm coming to him clearly from my heart, he receives it to his heart. But if I'm coming from a place of you never get me what I asked you to get. you don't care about me. I mean, I wish you did. I actually had this conversation the other day. I'm such a hypocrite that I'm talking about it like I know what I'm saying, but I actually said this to my husband. I felt like you don't care about what I'm my hopes and whatever. Of course, he silently listens to me and waits for me to overcome that step, as every good husband probably does, right? I get sidestepped. So if I'm coming from a place of ego, he receives it from a place of ego, right? What's he gonna say when you say, you never get me what I ask you to get? How come we never go anywhere? He's gonna respond with the same type of ego, because like it says here, as water reflects face to face, so does the heart of a man to a man. He's just reflecting your words. He's reflecting your heart. Underneath that ego is somebody who really wants some affection. Begin with the end in mind. We're shooting ourselves in the foot as women when we're not beginning with the end in mind. We're not beginning with, I want to have a good relationship. I want him to really care about me more. If we thought like that, we would actually come and be like, I know you're having a lot on your mind. I really wish we could spend more time together. And maybe like, that's one of my kids screaming. That might be my baby. But anyway, we shall discuss soon at a later time. Chana, I'll see you all later. Mazal, Ricky, talk to you later. Bye. Have a good night. We shall discuss later. Bye.